3 questions for yourself. Ask yourself this: is there something that you want to stop, something that you'd like to start, and something that you'd like to continue? Okay, Emmy from Fiddle Body Ladies here. A lot of the things, you have some, let me give you some examples. So some of our members have said they want to try stop late night snacking. So that can be something that you want to kind of put on your list. How do you do that? It can be challenging. The reason why late night snacking is a challenge, the hardest thing is because your brain is tired. And it might sound, my brain is tired, that sounds a bit weird. So what happens is you're probably more disciplined and stronger in the morning when you've got more brain power. As the day goes on and you're working or you're doing whatever you're doing, at the end of the evening, your brain is a lot more tired. So the strength there to kind of say, no, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, can kind of weary and kind of weigh you down. So it's easier in the evening to kind of lose that discipline. If you like, and have to give in to the cravings, or just kind of go, oh, I've had a rough day, it's been a really, really long day, I'm just going to have that biscuit, I'm just going to have that extra bit of wine that you probably don't really need. So I can sometimes understanding that your brain might be a bit tired, that's the reason why you may give in the evening, can kind of help. Another way is maybe kind of trying to set yourself up, as I always say, with some kind of system. So try and put a system in place, which kind of takes the emotion out of it, so it doesn't come down to how you're feeling, if you are feeling disciplined or you are feeling motivated or not. Trying to link it to a system. So that might be, your system could be, okay, once I'm finished eating my dinner, if whatever time that's at, if it's at 6 or 7 o'clock, that's me finished eating. All I do after that is I have some fluid. If it's decaf coffee, if it's green tea, if it's water, whatever it may be, it's not the glass of wine. But so that might be something you might want to try. So that might try to implement that into your system and into your trigger point is, okay, once I've had my dinner, my trigger point is I'm finished eating. That's something that you want to stop. Okay, maybe something that you'd like to start. Obviously, it's a really, really good time of the year to start exercising. If it's something small, doesn't have to be big. You can start walking. You can start obviously going to the gym. You can start trying to eat healthier if that's something that you want to start. And there's always ways of kind of implementing that, which is really, really important. Again, if it's something, if you're in a situation where you're not quite there yet, again, try to start it off with a system. It all links back to the system I kind of talked about in a previous video. You don't want to link, if you're trying to start a new goal, you don't want to try and link that to emotion. So as I try to explain to the members here, and it's really, really helped a lot of the members here, is just take the emotion out of it. So you're creating a new habit. And how you create the new habit is, for instance, okay, I know I have to have 30 grams of protein for my first meal. How do I set that up in the morning? Because usually what I do is I get up and I just have a coffee, or usually I get up and I just leave. So what you do is, when you come into your kitchen, you need to have something that triggers your new habit. So that could be a protein shake. So you walk in, you come in, you see your protein shake on the island or on the cabinet, wherever it is, and you say, okay, that's my trigger to have my protein shake, whatever it is. And what that leads to you setting up and starting a brand new system. That sets you off on the right path, okay? And maybe the last thing is continue. What can you continue? So what did you do well? It's always really, really good, because people are always focusing on the negative things, which doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. That's just how our brain works. Our brain is designed to focus on the negative part, which is just a design to try and help to keep us safe from thousands of years ago. Obviously, we live in a different world now, so we actually don't need that safety mechanism. However, that part of the brain is still highly active. So let's try and focus on something positive. What did you do that was positive in maybe last year or the last couple of months? It might have been something small. You might have started to walk. You might have started to go to the gym. You might have started eating more healthy. Continue, stay on. It's really, really important. It's just about repetition. That's all it's about. If it's getting fitter, stronger, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to put on weight, you're trying to put on muscle, whatever your goal is, the only reason why people don't get to their goal is because they stopped. There's nothing fancy about it. You just got to keep on going, keep on going, and keep on going, and keep on going. And try and, if you can give yourself, find a place where you can go, where you actually feel encouragement, and not only encouragement, that you might enjoy it a bit. It doesn't always have to be difficult. You don't have to go and do sprints and something that you absolutely hate. If you need to, if you started off and you feel comfortable and you feel confident, you're like, you know what, I feel really, really good. I started exercising, I started walking, I started doing something small, which was, I started to have breakfast in the morning. I used to never do that. Continue, and then try to add something else in. All right? As usual, as I always say, stay locked into the channel and come back. Any questions, let me know, and whoop whoop.